All right. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me. And from the looks of that trailer, I do have a lot to live up to. I mean, claiming that I am the most reliable source on YouTube. So I hope to live up to this. And I'm running a new thing. I'm running the live stream off a new system. So there are going to be a little bit of flies in the ointment. We've already come across a couple of snags. So hello, everybody. I didn't give you guys fair warning because this is really the beta of the new live stream, how we're going to operate. So thank you guys for turning up. And I can see I got some new people in. Thank you very much. So let's just get straight in. I want to also take this time to thank my sponsors, V-Vapor. And as you can see, the banner's rolling. So if you guys vape, please use this code. You will get a massive savings off of your juices. So guys, what has been going on? Well, as you can see, my last video, I'm working with third phase, which is great. And, you know, it kind of helps me out a bit. So, guys, I'm a bit nervous here. It's all new, and I just don't want to mess up. Juices is another term for vape liquid. I call it juices. So, yeah. All right. There we go. Expecting more out of the low quality videos now. No worries, man. We aim to please. So, guys, let me get started with the show. Now, I'm having some issues here that I will remedy next week, but I really wanted to touch base with you guys. And there's been a few news stories, namely, if you guys heard about the jetpack guy that was seen by two air pilots. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I believe that this guy was spotted at 3,000 feet. So this is some sort of special jetpack, because can you imagine the fuel it would burn just to get somebody up at 3,000 feet, let alone being sighted for like half an hour? So this one is a pretty bizarre story that has come out, and it was reported by two. It was reported by two airline pilots. There you go. John, you're a man after my own heart. But you do know that we do sell CBD oils, and you can use that code to get 20% off the CBD oils. So just remember that to you herbal things. See, I don't know about jetpacks. That's a good one. I'm going to put this up. That's a good one. See, I don't know about jetpacks. Now, I kind of figure, well, you got to take in the weight of the person and the power that it needs to get up to 3,000 feet. Could they still stay up there for half an hour? You know, that's what I want to know. Okay, so let's get on to some videos here. Now, again, little bit of mistakes were made. So I'm promising you guys next week it's all going to be sorted. So speaking of, it's a nice little kind of segue, but I do have a footage. I do have a footage coming out of Saratoga. Oh God, I can't pronounce it. Sarasota. There we go. Sarasota, Florida. And it's at the Sarasota Branton, I'm saying it wrong, International Airport. Now, let me play the video.
The hell is that thing? You see it, don't you?
I did see. Oh yeah. Can you get a good glimpse on it?
I got a little bit of it. Look at that.
Next week, Juliet, last service. 8 o'clock to 5 tomorrow morning. Thank you.
All right. So as you can see, that was a very short clip. And I'm sorry about all this because it's I'm on StreamYard and it's really new to me. I've had a couple of days to try and figure out how to work this, and you know, I'm trying my best here. So that video that you watched, it was now I spoke to the guy. He works at this airport, and basically what he was saying, he saw this around noonish, and he reckoned that this object was over 40,000 feet, because he said that what happens is the planes, they're cruising above the airport at 40,000 feet, and this thing was higher than the planes. Now he told me that there's two radars. He's got one on his phone that we all can use, but being he's working at the airport, there's also a radar. And on the radar, they had nothing. He said he told me, because I asked him, what do you think? You know, obviously you see planes all day long, and you can tell the difference between a plane and a balloon, can't you? And he told me that at first he thought it was Project Loon. Now, if you guys don't know what Project Loon is it's where they're sending balloons to remote parts of the world to give them internet. So that's what he thought. But he said he checked up where Project Loon was, and he said the balloon that was doing this is over South America. So it's no way. So I just thought this was very interesting, because this thing is right high up in the sky. To his calculations, it's over 40,000 feet high up. And this thing is right over the airport. Is it monitoring activities? We'll take another look at it. I tried to zoom in. Again, guys, I beg for your forgiveness, because this is all new to me, and trust me, next week I will have it. So here's my zoomed in version.
The hell is that thing? You see it, don't you?
I did see. Oh, yeah. Can you get a good glimpse on it?
I got a little bit of it. Look at it.
See, that kind of looks like a balloon to me.
8 o'clock to 5 tomorrow morning.
But see how it's shining. Hello? Yeah, I don't know if my mic's on and off. So these little things, I'm sorry about it. But it did seem, see, it does give that quality of being a balloon. But then it's shining. And these guys, I think they know what they see. I just wanted to share that with you. Last week, footage was really, really, I mean, it was pretty bad, the footage last week. There was hardly anything to show you guys. So, you know, I'm just reading some of the comments. I'll just see that I saw 3 white spares. Oh, I'll put them up. I mean, did you film it? That's the whole question. You know, the problem is in our game, because I've seen some objects, but I've never filmed them. And there it lies. So, guys, I'm going to go back to another video. And I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if you guys seen the video with the story that's coming out, and it's coming out from a channel called Space RU. Now, it's a Russian channel, and basically the story goes, here, I'll tell you what, let me show you the video first so you know what I'm on about.
Всем привет. Мне тут сказали, что в ролике у меня еще 2 шара пролетает мимо. Посмотрел. Точно. Давайте посмотрим. Обычное небо, обычные люди, блядь, ходят, все нормально. Оп. Вот такая. Вот они 2 шара. Тарелочка и 2 шара. Даже не заметил во время съемки, когда снимал, что там что-то мимо пролетело. Потом уже люди сказали. Ну-ка вот, очень, очень замедленно. Один другого чуть-чуть опережает. Ну, скорость большая и, видимо, далеко. Ни звука никакого, я даже ничего такого не заметил. Еще раз. Вот такая вот херня. Короче, НЛО у нас везде, оно нас контролирует или следит за нами. В общем, вот. Еще 2 тарелочки, или как? 2 шара на скорости пролетают. Тоже заметно. Вот. Так что ладно. Как время будет, поеду еще по городу смотреть, искать. Хожу со стекляшкой около телефона. И на небо пялюсь, блядь, с телефоном. Скажет, долбоеб, что ли, какой-то. Вот. Так что ладно. Давайте, всем пока.
So, the story behind that footage, and my friend, it doesn't matter whether you speak English or not, you can understand what's going on. And if you can't, lucky enough, you got a whole hidden underbelly here to help you out, okay? But anyways, now this is what's going on. And Link G, if you do have the video, can you send it over to me? I'd love to see it. But anyways, now the story is playing out. Now it's all fake. This is all fake. So my man who thinks he's clever and saying it's a blimp, it's all fake. And what's going on? It's basically a pretty cool story. Now, how the story is this guy found this glass. He said it fell from the sky. And this glass allows him to see UFOs that are apparently invisible to the naked eye. It's kind of like, imagine if you guys have seen They Live, the movie. This is what he's trying to recreate with the UFO community. And you got to be really, it's not real. It's not real. It is fake. But I've always said this to you guys, that there are so much, it's so serious, this community, that every now and again, when something like this comes out, it's kind of refreshing. Now, he's done several videos, and it's just, to me, I find this very interesting because I like to see where he's going to go with this. What's he going to do next? Because he said that the glass, it heats up every 9 hours, and you know, he's really put some thought and effort into this hoax. And he does deserve it. I mean, everybody took on to Apex when they were doing a time traveling hoax. So, you know, I just wanted to share that with you because I think it's pretty good. I mean, I've watched all the videos that Space RU has put out, and I think they're brilliant. I think they're brilliant, to be honest. It's just a refreshing story. So, let me go back now because I do have a guest video. Dun, dun, dun. And this is from one of my old friends who's come back and he's decided to play with us a lot out here. And, you know, I've missed him. And it's nice when I'm out there in the field looking for footage that I see him there. So I'm going to play one of his videos. Now, this is a very weird one, and this was caught from Thailand on August 19th, 2020. So I don't know if you guys have seen it. It is a weird-looking UFO. So here, check this one out. the video done. He's kind of left his outro. Hello, everybody. Did you guys catch Penny Bunny's live show? I was a guest on there and had a really great time. Had such a great time. Was it about 4 hours we were on there for? So are we still doing it again this Sunday, but not for 4 hours? And I think Bruce Swartz, am I saying his name right? Bruce from Bruce Sees All will be there as well. So I mean, it should be pretty cool. You know, one of those interstellar kind of programs. So I know this is going to be really short because honestly, guys, I'm very nervous and I don't know why. I just don't like making mistakes and I'm kind of afraid of new things. And this is new to me. It is very simple and I've got some bugs in this. But I'm gonna have this worked out, and I promise you guys a better show next week. I promise you that you can stand on. So, guys, let me. Oh, see, I'm trying to find everything here. Right. So here, I'm gonna take off the banner. And what I wanted to talk to you about, so I'm leaving the chat now, so I won't be able to see the chats. What I wanted to talk to you about was Elon Musk. Now, did you guys see his Neuralink presentation? So I'll just jump back in the chat. See, did anybody catch the Neuralink presentation? See, now, I kind of anticipated what this was going to be like. And when I did post it up, I did say, you know, to come and watch, because this is what we call, it is history in the making, because I kind of have a feeling what Elon wants to do. And it's understandable. Because the thing about Elon is he's a visionary. And he thinks bigger than Earth. He thinks bigger than our solar system. And so when he was talking about, when he did his presentation, he did a Q&A. They did a Q&A session, him and a few of the scientists and the tech nerds. I don't want to call them nerds, but, you know, I don't know what to say. They're technical guys. Even Elon had to say, guys, remember, these people don't understand what you're saying. So, you know, but I know it's the birth of the transhumanism movement. I know this is the birth. And during the Q&A, Elon, he just kind of answered a lot of questions. And I think this Q&A wasn't monitored. Like somebody wasn't there to say, dude, watch what you're saying. So I've got some clips. So let me play them to you. They're a bit rough. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But like I said, there were some bugs in the system. And, you know, one of the ways to get these bugs sorted is to, you know, run the stream, see what we're doing. So, guys, I'm going to jump to the Elon Musk videos. And they're a bit choppy, and I apologize. So here, check the first one out first. Well, what are you going to do? Check the first one out second. Here we go.
So we're fielding questions from Twitter, so there's going to be some funny comments. First question is, who are you and what do you do? I'll lead with that. And the question is, can the Neuralink chip allow you to summon your Tesla telepathically?
Definitely, of course.
You heard it here first. That's a definite 100%. Carlos, that is the answer.
It's just one bit of information.
Yeah, it's very easy. That's an easy one.
Actually, Max, this might be a question for you.
See, so already, even though they're showing you that the Neuralink is a medical device. It will help it will aid certain people who cannot walk. It will help certain people that cannot hear. You get what I mean? So they are rolling it out as something that is great for humanity. But the moment he was asked that question, can I summons my Tesla car through using the Neuralink? Elon did not hesitate. He did not hesitate for 1 second. He said, yes, you can. So you got to understand, man, this kind of thing, they've got it in the making. They just need us to accept it. So we're accepting it in one way because I don't want to get up. How dare I get up and have to go to my door and go outside to get my car? Why can't my car come to me? Well, it can with the Neuralink. So, guys, we'll jump to another one.
And this particular question is from Yosef, but will this technology ever be used for gaming?
Yeah, probably.
100%.
100%, yeah.
I think that a good benchmark of does it work well in humans is, can a quadriplegic, does it work well enough for them to play StarCraft? I think that's a good functional target.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that caught me short. But you see, this is how they're going to, I don't know how to call this generation that's coming up. You know, everybody calls them like millennium snowflakes. I don't want to call them that. They've been conditioned. But this is what's coming for them next. It's going to have this Neuralink interface where you won't even need a joystick. Your thoughts is the joystick. How insane is that? And they're not hesitating when these are, I'm easing you guys in because these questions are like the simpler questions. I mean, what you're going to see after these is truly the plan of what this Neuralink will do and what they want it to do. Okay? So here, let's roll this.
Awesome. Thank you, Robin. Another question from Twitter. Will you be able to save and replay memories in the future?
Yes, I think in the future you will be able to save and replay memories. This is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode, but I guess they're pretty good at predicting. But yeah, essentially, if you have a whole brain interface, everything that's encoded in memory, you could upload. You could basically store your memories as a backup and restore the memories. And ultimately, you could potentially download them into a new body or into a robot body. The future is going to be weird.
Cool. So I can't help but notice that the pigs back there are pretty well behaved.
So they're making a joke about that. But you remember what I said about Elon Musk having bigger plans than, just staying here. Now, the thing is, and guys, look into this, but the human body, we're not designed for space travel. We're not designed for any long time in space. We are simply not. So to go to deep space, even to try and leave our universe, our solar system, the Neuralink would prove very important if he can do that, because he's talking about downloading a human conscience and then put it into a machine. So this machine could survive whatever. And as long as that Neuralink stays intact, so should the conscious. Isn't that crazy? And he's not oohing and ahhing about it. He's not saying we could do this. He's saying we can do this. It is crazy. It is crazy. So let's go back. Let's go to the next part. Now, this one you got to listen, because if I'm right, I believe this is where they're talking about super soldiers, sort of. And this all has to do with the Neuralink that was first rolled out as a medical to help people that are crippled, can't hear, can't see. You know, even they said that we can treat depression with this. This is what this thing is being rolled out as. But the Q&A was more interesting than the presentation. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I stuck around for the Q&A because I was kind of blown away by what these guys were saying. So here, let's take a look at this.
Teach you in school. Yeah, so there's a lot of Twitter comments coming in about a question that I think is on everyone's mind, no pun intended. What is the security of the device look like? What kind of precautions are being taken, and what does the future look like for the security of the system?
So first and foremost, privacy and security are top priorities at Neuralink, especially given the sensitivity of the data that we're collecting. And one of the things that we're ensuring is to make sure that a lot of the interactions with the brain data is going to be encrypted and authenticated properly. And I think this has been kind of a sort of recurring theme, but one of the things that we have the ability to do at Neuralink is that we work on every layer of the product, from chip design to source code, and it really gives us a unique opportunity to embed security as part of our design from the get-go, and to make sure that there are no single points of failure. So as an example, we can actually completely isolate sensitive modules like the BLE radio by just segregating it out at the hardware level, and really making sure that we protect the I/O to the brain away from any potential attacks, and really minimizing the attack surface. And we have in-house security expertise, and we're also working with external parties to do audits and perform penetration testing.
Excellent. Thank you, DJ.
So sorry, I got that wrong. That was where they were talking about, basically they're talking about being hacked. Now, can somebody hack you while you got this device on? And potentially, yes. Because if you listen to how they're saying this thing works, it works basically how Bluetooth and Wi-Fi works. So it's like pretty insane. They do talk a lot of technical things about it, but I can understand that they're worried that this thing can be hacked. But I think the next video, the next piece that I have for you, that's where it is. So guys, check this one out. And I believe this is where they're talking about military applications. So
my background is in visual neuroscience, and one of the things I think has great potential for the Neuralink is to provide a visual prosthesis for people who have retinal injury or blindness through eye injury. You can essentially plug a camera directly into the visual cortex and stimulate with an enormous array of thousands or maybe tens of thousands of electrodes to recreate a visual image. And in time, perhaps you can use that same technology in people who haven't lost vision to produce some kind of heads-up display, something like Terminator or something like that.
Wonderful.
In fact, it's worth saying that, like, over time, we could actually give somebody supervision. Like, you could have, like, ultraviolet or infrared or see and radar. You could basically name your frequency. You can just dynamically adjust the sensor, or have sensors that feed into the visual cortex across a wide range of frequencies, and actually have superhuman vision.
Yeah, so for me, telepathy. So I think it's incredible amount of effort to put your thoughts into a set of words, and it comes out completely compressed. So being able to do that seamlessly without being able to compress it with all of the mechanisms would be great.
Yeah, it's like just I'm sorry to add further to that. In fact, when I did the Wait But Why article, I think Tim thought I said consensual telepathy, but I said conceptual telepathy. I would presume it would be consensual, because you definitely don't want just people, sending stuff into your brain without your consent. But a lot of our brain thought capacity goes into compressing our thoughts into words. And then you think of like the data rate of words. Words are a very slow, very low data rate. And we're putting a tremendous amount of mental energy into compressing the concepts and thoughts in our head into words, and then slowly talking. Speech is so very, very slow. And we could actually send the true thoughts. That we can basically have far better communication because we can convey the actual concepts, the actual thoughts, uncompressed to somebody else.
So non-linguistic, consensual, and conceptual
Yes,
telepathy.
exactly. Non-linguistic, consensual, conceptual telepathy.
There we go.
Yeah, I've actually been excited from the beginning, sort of about the side benefit of these devices. I sort of see them as essentially like an oscilloscope to a printed circuit board.
All right, guys, I've stopped it there because they're not really going to say much more now. It's all going to be just kind of technical jargon, and then it's finished. But do you see, they're talking about basically communicating through the brain. They're getting rid of speech, just thought waves to talk to one another. This is the plans that they have. Now, I don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, because when one of the team members, and I do urge you guys to go, I will leave a link to everything I have shown today, and I do urge you guys to go and check this out for yourself. I mean, where the link that I will have is got it where you can just go straight to the Q&A. You can watch the whole Q&A. It's about an hour long, but it's very interesting. And I personally don't know whether this is a good or bad thing. I mean, the thing is, if they're not, how do you say, on top of the security, and somebody gets hacked, somebody could, with this Neuralink, I don't mean they can control them and say, look, I want to make you go rob a bank or something. I don't think they could do that. But I think they could control their emotions and control their mindset. And also what they're talking about, the vision, could they also download something to make them see, for example, dragons? You know, the future is, I think the future is very bright, but yet very scary. And I'll take a poll of the people that are in here. How many of you would be down to have the Neuralink chip? And I mean, not for any medical reasons, because I can understand that if, you know, you suffer a spinal injury and you want to walk. I can understand you having that. Hello, Terry. I can understand that. But how many of you guys would be down for it? Just say for gaming, or say, I want to be able to talk to somebody without using my mouth, or even the most far end of the spectrum, that I don't want to die. So can you upload my conscience and then download it into a machine? So I see 1, 2. See, there's a thumbs down. I hope that's not for me. I hope that's for the Neuralink. There's another one. Big Schmo says no way. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Doc. It's like Futurama, but it's not so funny. And maybe not a sexy Lila. So, guys, that's me. I just thank you for turning up. And I don't want to say I'm sorry, because this is the beta testing of this. So I guarantee you next week we're gonna have a kick-ass show, because I know what mistakes are being made, and I don't know why I'm nervous. You know, I'm kind of a laid-back guy, and I don't know why this has got me all nervous. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come over to the stream. And I smoke DMTs. I could record my trips. Oh, Yes, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Record your trips, man. You know what? While you guys, that made me think of something. And have you guys ever seen a movie called Strange Days? It was set, I believe it was set at the turn of the 2000s. And well, if you guys haven't seen Strange Days, yeah. What it is it's this thing called a squib. They call it a squib. It's an older movie, but it's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but they use this thing called a squib. And what it does is it records people's thoughts. And you have to have another device for this squib. And it's a player. And you connect the squib to this player. And it's like, oh, thank you. And you connect this to the player, and you can see what has been recorded. And there's like one scene, I'll spoil it for you. There's one scene where the guy's crippled. So what his friend does is he goes down to the beach and he goes running and, films it. But when you put on a squib, you get the whole sensation that you're actually running. You can feel the water, yada, yada, yada. The story is a dark story. And I'll tell you why it's a dark story. There's a serial killer in the movie. And what he's doing is when he's about to kill you, he puts on this squib. And then he makes you watch so you can see, and he wears the other device so you can see what he sees. So you basically are watching your own death. So if you guys ever get a chance, check out that movie. And this is what this kind of stuff reminds me about. It's pretty crazy, but I want to see where this goes, because I know there's people that will volunteer for their conscience to be downloaded. I'm not going to be one of them, but I know people will. And I want to see, because how far could we go? Imagine if you got a body that couldn't be destroyed. You could go anywhere. So guys, again, thank you for joining me. And please come and check out Penny Bunny's channel. I will be on there on Sunday. Is it about 10 o'clock, And after that, oh, Terry, you remember it. Good. Thank you. Because it seems like I'm the only one that's seen that movie. Because when I'm talking to people about it, because I was talking about it before the Neuralink, and I was saying, what a great movie. I've got to watch it again, because it's probably been about 10 years since I watched it. So I've got to watch it again because it's a brilliant movie. But, so I will be dropping links to Penny Bunny's live stream. You can catch me over there on Sunday. Thank you guys for turning up. Thank you to my sponsors, V-Vapor. I got to give them a shout out, and I got to give them a mention. I got to tell you, if you vape, please use the code. You can get 20% off the juices. They have already got a sale on. So if you use that code as part of the sale, you will receive 45% off your order. Man, that is a steal. It is a deal. And you know what they say? Too late will be the cry when this bargain passes by. So, I was about to say goodbye. I also want to thank Third Phase. They brought me in. I'm not a big part of their dream team, so to speak, but I'm a little cog in the wheel, and that's where I like to be. Thank you to Goof on Radio for showing me some love. Thank you so much. But most importantly, thank you guys. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for your constant support. And I just want to we, as the Hidden Underbelly crew, or the family, or what we are as a collective, we are going to go forward. So there are some good things on the horizon for all of us. So guys, I'm going to end the show. Thank you for turning up. And may God bless y'all. Keep y'all safe. So till next time, I hope to see some of you on Sunday. So until next time, again, stay blessed. Much love. Bye-bye.